So maybe also for the audience out there. Okay, let me see how many views we have right now. So we are waiting for Boris to join also to the meeting. So we have little technical issues here to start and to join the meeting. So this is, I guess, normally problems when you switch the system or the switch the streaming software. So, and yeah, Richard is already there. So good evening. Hello again.
Good evening.
So today we do not really a German version of this, so because we are switching to the international version, hopefully in a few minutes together with Boris. Okay. So we hear you hopefully, Boris.
Yeah, yes, I can see that, but I am in settings and everything looks perfect. I always use this laptop, so I know that my camera is working everywhere in Zoom and in.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe then we have the little disadvantage to only hear you, and we only hear your comments on the scenes maybe then without seeing you, but we know you are there.
Yeah, yes. I'm sorry, I will try to
Um,
figure out something during the meeting.
okay, good. Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank you that you take the time today. It's Sunday evening again for us to join the meeting with the first international edition of the, yeah, let's say referee talk. Let's call it that way. And we already have Richard, two sessions, I guess.
Yes.
And yeah, so we thought, okay, maybe it would be also interesting to hear somebody from the international water polo scene saying, okay, what do you think about these decisions across the scenes Richard collected here? And yeah, so Boris, did you have any chance, yeah, before the meeting to check the scenes maybe in the questionnaire?
Yes, I checked I think two editions, which the last two which you had. Okay, some videos are really such a bad low quality that is difficult for me
Yeah.
to to explain or to give my opinion, because video is video. In the referee decision, there is not just 2-3 seconds of action. A referee must take care for all situations. So sometimes okay, we could not show the correct moment in the video, but generally they are okay. Yeah, I checked.
Cool. Yeah, so because we already had a discussion during the last yeah, two sessions in Germany, so that we have the impression that also the perspective of the person who are yeah, think or find some decision about the scene is very important. Yeah, so either if you're a referee or player, the referee on the one side or on the other side, or some parents on the balcony. Yeah, so this is very different in terms of decision. Yeah, so due to this situation, there are so many different opinions on specific decisions in the water polo game, and I think we had the conclusion at the end of the last session in Germany that really the perspective of making or try to make a decision is very important. Yeah. So just to come into the scene. So I think Richard, we do it at the same time like last time, right? So that we are going through the results of the questionnaire, right?
Yeah, right. So I would say we start showing first scene or two scenes, and after that we look through the questionnaires.
Yeah,
Results
and
and see
maybe
how it's
also
going.
some information for the people out there. So we would like to have your opinion on the decision or on the scene, yeah, so that we can try to match your opinion here over the different social media platforms, so YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Try to find a discussion baseline to talk about the scenes we have here. and first to see, okay, what is the opinion based on the questionnaire, and then what is your opinion here in the call, in the meeting. Okay, so let's start with the first scene.
Let's start with the first scene. Maybe starting with the first scene, we have also the first international videos there. So we'll see if someone can say where it is. So.
Yeah, so this is maybe or one of the examples Boris mentioned at the beginning with the low quality, right?
Yeah, no, but okay. Generally, we can see this situation is for sure excellent for, let's say, rookie referees, or to understand the meaning of the call. So first of all, for the center forward, always we are teaching referees what the center forward need to do to receive, I don't know, exclusion or foul or go on the ball. Is this center forward going on the ball? No, he's going off the ball. So this is the first step. The second, we have situation 2-on-1. Never the play 2-on-1 is fair. So if we have 1-on-1, one blue, one white, somebody trying to get the ball or something like that, okay, we let it go until something happens. But in the case when the third player is arriving, in this case, the at least continue with the possession, so ordinary foul, because the center forward, first of all, is not doing something. There's no big advantage for him. He's on 4 or 5 meters, so is far away from the goal. But for me, an ordinary foul could help to remain with the possession.
Okay, so what is the decision based on the question? Then so
I don't know.
Yeah, I can show you. Yeah. So I think a lot of people have not chosen the free throw version, but we see two major opinions here, right? So something between the exclusion and nothing, and I think having the middle way, as you explained it, would be also
I can try to explain this. It's not so strange like it seems, because generally players and coaches are thinking that no center forward there is exclusion or there is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the big fama of this, And for many years we are trying also to teach the referees this is not true. Ordinary foul exists, and ordinary foul when there is a play 2-on-1 on, when there's nothing much going on, but still we should ask for this situation in the 6-meter line, we should whistle a foul or not. Majority would click yes, is an ordinary foul if we'll have this situation on 6-meter line. So basically it's the same, so it's not so strange. I think this comes from this perspective that on center forward the referee will whistle or exclusion or nothing. But okay, but for exclusion for sure, no. For me, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
But I think we can see the different functions, or player, coaches, and referees all have some different view on it, and I think calling or telling them have a little bit more free throw in the center position is maybe a good way of handling situations like that. Is maybe a really good advice.
But what is very interesting, what Boris mentioned before, is that it's really not so strange when we see the results, because a player and a coach thinks, okay, either it's nothing or it's an exclusion, maybe. But it's not an ordinary foul. So, and this is, I think, something very interesting we can took out of the as a learning from this scene, and also from the results, saying, okay, there is also some ordinary fouls available. So it's not either exclusion or nothing, but there's something in the middle, also in the center position.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Cool. So let's move on to the next one. So it's the same tournament, right?
Yeah, the same tournament, and this is the final of the men, I think, of Be Water Polo, Be Water My Friend Cup in Lorette, and yeah, balcony is full of people, right? So really, really nice tournament there. Yeah, right. So this position is more from a coach perspective, so to say. It's really far behind here on the right side. That's where the action happens. Maybe I show it again.
It's very difficult to see from this angle, at least for me. I could not judge from this view what is it. If there was a foul from the back, it's penalty. Otherwise, not. I know it's a little bit from the side, but as I see, he go directly to the goal. The player.
Yes, because the perspective is really bad from here to say 100% something. I would see it exact same. Yeah, here the defender is a little bit late and is behind the player in the situation, and it looks like
now you stopped in correct time. From this angle at the moment. So before he will raise the hands, probably with his body, he's impeding the attacking player who is half meter, 1 meter from the goal, and this is probable goal situation.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not 100% because the quality of video is not the best.
Cool. Yeah. So, what are the results for this scene based on the questionnaire? Maybe then.
So, yeah, I think we see a lot of cuts over here. Yes, so
very colorful.
very colorful. Yeah, but I think we have the majority is happening here between the penalty and nothing. I think that is also to the angle and the position, but yeah, we are standing in the location, or the camera is standing in a location similar to where the coach will stand, and so maybe we also see that it's really difficult from this position to see really clear, what is happening 30 meters away, and yeah. I think the referees whistled something. I think it was an exclusion or something like that, because they are really close to that. But yeah, I think we see that.
Well, in this situation is very difficult to whistle exclusion. So generally, is penalty or nothing, because we cannot just change the penalty foul for exclusion foul. Exclusion foul in this case is whistled when the attacking player is going off the goal posts, so not on the goal but off, so to the side. In this case, yes, but here is I would agree with penalty or nothing. Cannot be exclusion.
Cool.
Okay, so I think then the people would have seen the penalty in the situation where the defender is from behind, and the nothing when the second player is coming to help and
Correct.
throws the ball away, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was quick. it was quick because it's maybe a little bit easier than the first one. Maybe. It's also not easy to see.
No, but you can see enough. It's with this kind of fouls is easy. Defender with two hands, sinking, going up with all his weight, almost to the swimming costume. Look at now, it's exclusion foul. Of course, it could be also warning for violent play. This kind of fouls are ugly fouls. They are not correct fouls. Yeah, it's like unsportive fouls, at least for me.
Yeah,
it's really no intention to play the ball from the defender side, right? So
directly on the body. Don't care where is the ball. 2 hands on the body. Really deep down. I don't know what is the need for that.
And I think
this is better.
I think,
but at least from the questionnaire, really easy decision,
right?
But I can see somebody also work with a contra foul in this situation.
Yeah,
this is the green one.
Yeah, right. So because maybe also the nothing, I think we couldn't see the ball that good in some situation. Maybe that was the issue here when the defender is putting all his weight on the center. I think maybe that is what the contra over nothing has to mean. But I think he's really going hard on him, and it needs to be an exclusion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe in the meantime, during we are switching to the next scene, also to the people out there. So you are anytime free to comment, with your decision, with your opinion on the scene. So we are really happy to receive your comments here. So it's somehow a little bit more interactive in this case. Cool. So let's go on. So it's not easy, at least for me, to see anything.
Exactly. So the action this time is not where the ball is; it's in
the other one.
In the position over here.
Okay.
Where someone want to swim across, and maybe now you can see it a little bit better when you focus on him.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it was an impeding foul, as I could presume, not directly by the video. For sure, it would be very helpful that referee should be a little bit closer to action, and then also the public and we as well as the viewers. This now you can see how important is also the movement of the referee, because if the referee is on a half of the field and start to whistle, not we as the viewers of this video. If you wouldn't tell us which position should be watched, we are confused. We don't know from where, and this is difficulty of our sport when we are putting on television some games. But if the referee would be where the action is, when the action were, so let's say around 6 meters, helping with that, he could see better. We as viewers would know exactly where and why and what is he whistling. Okay, we know now, but for sure this was an impeding foul, as you see. I think white attacking player want to drive in now. And even if the video is very bad, you can see that the defender is on horizontal position, on vertical position. So he's not lying on the water. He's not trying to swim, to impede with the swimming, which is allowed, but I think it's directly blocking the movement, and this is exclusion foul. I agree with the call.
Yeah, but in the offense, for example, it's somehow in most of the cases really it gives you room for it's not strictly a rule that you are not allowed to interrupt the movement of the offense player swimming through the pool. So when you see stand as a defender in the water, and it's somehow different decisions from game to game to game, or from referee to referee, saying, okay, you are interrupt the movement, or you do not interrupt the movement because you lie on the water. So there are really some different opinions on how to whistle these kind of situations. Yeah. So, and this is also somehow it's not so easy then for a referee, yeah, so to say, okay, this is a foul or not a foul or an exclusion. Yeah, what kind of decision at the end? Yeah, so it's not so easy because it's a rule, but you have you have room for making your own decision as a referee. Yeah.
Well, okay, it's not easy sport. I can agree with that, but in these cases, the rules are not so bad. We have very clear rules.
No.
Every attacking player must be able to swim, to move in every sport, in every team sport, in football, in basketball, in handball, and the same in water polo. Blocking with one hand, with two hands, holding, pushing back. These are fouls. And referees are always protecting the action, the movement, the attacking team. Protecting, not whistling in favor. So in the case, if attacker want to move and defender is blocking him, is exclusion foul, is impeding foul.
Okay.
Cannot be a big place to discuss it. Different thing is when the attacker is going directly or over the head or over the body of the defender. This can be a contra foul, but any other way, the defender must have ability to impede by swimming, by movement, which is allowed, like in other sports. Blocking is not allowed. Pressing is not face to face. Pressing is touching the body of an opponent with fingers. So controlling the body, touching the body, not holding. Holding is not, blocking is not pressing.
Okay. Yeah, so touching is not, yeah, okay, it makes sense.
And maybe it's also, we talked a lot about the last times that it's really important what the overall play in the offense is looking like. Yeah? So the ball is really far behind here, and there's no other actions that are, that have the focus of the referees or the offense, right? So maybe you can't call an exclusion over here for impeding when this guy is standing on 6 meter and try to shoot, because the advantage is clearly not with this offense player who wants to swim. It's with the guy who wants to shoot. And that is maybe also sometimes when people see there's a lot of holding and grabbing around, or someone is pushed back or impeded. But on another position is maybe more action to the goal, and so the situation is the more important one.
It's good point. If I can just add one more thing. So in the learning process of the referees, there is a good point about controlling the ball. This means that no call should be made which reduce the advantage of attacking team. So if, like you said, this guy would want to shoot, in this case, the referee wouldn't whistle the impeding foul because this one can score a goal. If there is a pass on the center forward during impeding on second line, again, the referee will wait, will not whistle impeding because the ball in 2 meters is big advantage, can be a goal, can be a penalty, can be exclusion foul. So I agree. Before every whistle, referee check what is going on with the ball. This is 1 second. Okay, nothing is going on. Okay, out. Or there is a bigger advantage, so referee will not whistle. He will control it. He will see, but he will just point the finger on advantage. What is going on the other side?
So maybe we should check the results and see how the rest of the community is, right?
Maybe we have a match. Okay, it's again very colorful.
Yeah, it's again very colorful, right? So I think the referees at average said it's an exclusion. The nothing, I think we can also maybe before that. And I think the coaches here have 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. I don't know exactly why, but I think maybe they have an argument about the movement and the position of the offense player who is after he was impeded, he's with his head in front of the defender maybe, and so this is where this maybe this is an explanation of the results that we are getting. But for me it was also impeding at the beginning, and I think this was a good call to whistle it, but I don't know what the rest is seeing here with our results. So
Good. Yeah, so it's again not really easy. Yeah,
no,
as we see it here in the results also again.
something to talk about.
Absolutely. So what about the next scene then? So maybe then we have here a little bit closer results at the end. Yeah. So at least for me, it would be also nothing. At least from my point of view.
I think we will see a lot of color results.
Well, it's difficult because also the drops of water and I can see clearly if he was held or pushed, but I think that the pass was not so good because we can see. No, at the moment when the ball arrived is nothing. This for sure. Before I don't see it very clearly. I agree with Jürgen.
Yeah.
I would agree with the referee. I think first of all, the pass is a little bit in front. Okay, then he start to move on the ball, but the other player will get the ball. I would go with nothing. I would go with nothing. I don't know. In any case, it's the only penalty or nothing in this case. But for penalty, should be something more. I don't see it.
Yeah, so especially the defender at the on the back, yeah. So exactly this one, it's really, clear the situation at the end. Yeah, so without any foul or whatever for the center player here.
Yeah.
So what about the colors? Okay. So it's not so colorful.
Not so colorful, right?
Nothing. So it matches at least with our point of view, which is more or less nothing.
Yeah, and also what I think it's really good that even the ones who are not with nothing are more to the penalty situation, and I think that is really good after the rules changed to the favor of having the ball in the hand and so on. Blah, blah, blah. I think that's good, and also a scene
very good result.
that's quite often in youth matches. We have a lot of people close to the ball, and I think that's a nice result here.
Yeah. This was fast.
I think.
Yeah.
It's easy. Defender is very fair. He commit a foul that nobody can say is not a foul. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is really clear, right? So on his way to the goal in the 5-meter position, he has the ball, no one in front of him.
100%. That's nice.
Yeah. So I think for everybody it's really clear, especially for the referees. I think the exclusion, I don't know exactly, maybe it wasn't enough or something like that, but yeah, I think that's.
But we have also another thing here. Yeah, so it's a penalty.
Yeah.
So for penalty, okay, foul must be inside 6 meters. This is yes. The player must show intention to score a goal. This is yes. The pass must be correct. This is also yes. So I think it's clear.
Yeah.
In penalties, mainly we have a problem, when attacking player is asking for a penalty not to score a goal. And in this case, we don't have this situation because the attacking player is very aggressively go on the goal. He's showing intention. He's showing the wish to proceed, to go. You can see that defender, when he impede, when he hold, the attacker is still moving him half meter away. So it's very, very easy to.
Yeah.
These are excellent attackers. These attackers should be protected and rewarded immediately.
Yeah. Okay. So switching scene, right? So we were at Lorette, and now we are in Berlin.
Is exclusion foul for if by my point of view, the exclusion foul should be whistled even before on the first foul without ball. But in any case, is mainly these are situations when the defender first he is with all his body on the shoulders of the attackers. So this is the exclusion without the ball. This is the first point. Like you can see jumping over the head. Here it should be whistled. But okay, if the referee decided, we'll see what will going on. There's a left-hander close to the goal. Maybe he will shoot. Okay, we'll leave it. But on the second pass, for sure, exclusion. So the defender usually, what is enough is a little push back of the center forward and rising the hand. But with this little holding or just a half second or a second is enough, you kill all the legs, all the movement of the center forward. So he cannot do nothing anymore. One pump back, showing hands up, and the center forward is dead. So I think it's correct call.
Yeah.
So we have a referee. No, I didn't say that it took too long until the whistle came, but probably from my point of view, I would react faster. I cannot judge what the rep because you have also one left-hander close to the goal, but yeah, I would do it before the ball arrived.
I think that's a little bit similar to the advantage that we talked about at the beginning, right? So he is really good shooter from this position.
Agree. But if you put a little bit back, this jumping over the head looks very ugly. Nobody understands this. From
this one
in front of television, or it's more struggling for position, yes, but jumping over no, is too much.
Yeah. So nothing would be the wrong here, we will say, right? Because he also loses the ball after the fall is made, here something has to happen. Okay. Cool.
So, again in Berlin.
Again in Berlin, right?
Yeah, nice move to the goal. Yeah.
I think when the center forward because this is beauty of our sport. This is beauty of this position. This movement. First of all, is very very difficult. It takes a lot of strength to make this kind of movement in between three players. I know that some people will say, okay, but was not 100% forwarding the goal, but it was. And for me, it's penalty foul. I wouldn't have any problem to whistle a penalty foul.
Yeah, so because also the left arm from the defender, from the center defender, is also around the body from the center position when he moves. Right now,
In this second is a penalty foul, without any big philosophy. I think.
And would you say the controlling of the center forward of the movement that DC is making to the defender is okay, because here he's pushing a little bit, but that's totally fine in balls, right?
I would not call it pushing a little bit. It's struggle for position. Also, the defender is on the shoulder. Look now, he's swimming on the shoulder. This is acceptable struggling for position.
Yeah. So then we will see the results. So majority is for penalty, of course. Exclusion also maybe because the position is not 100%. But you see here the coaches with with some intention to the contra foul, right? So maybe at the beginning or
No, I'm sure that if I would be the defending coach, I would say to the referee, "Hey, pushing is a contra foul."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I agree there was some struggling for position from both sides, but this is tolerated as a struggle for position. It's a contact sport. Like we said, you can touch, you can control the body, but you cannot hold, impede, etc., etc. So for me, was very clear.
So and also when you say, okay, struggling for the better position, it's not only struggling from the offense player, so also from both sides. So in this case, it's an equal game, so but both are really fighting for the best position for them, so it's totally okay from this point of view.
Okay.
Okay, this time the other way around. It's on the right.
Sometimes when I was a player and I was never defender, not good at all. If somebody took me to defend, and in the situation like this, my coach was also always yelling, "Did you buy a ticket?"
Yeah,
right. And here it's 1 minute later in the match, and they adapted, right? So they tried not to let them move or switch positions. So between the center forward and the defender.
And it's also very early in the game, so the other scene before, I guess it was really earlier,
1 minute before, right? So I think that is also a clear one. But I think to explain the one maybe a penalty or something like that, but the position wasn't right enough. So I think the center forward was not in front of the defender.
Correct.
He was on his way, but never in front of the defender, and so there's no way of having
No,
a penalty.
we must say, okay, the defender lost the position, but he remained in a good position between goal and attacking player. That's why we don't call it penalty.
Yeah, right.
For penalty, there should be no player between attacking player and goalkeeper. But in this case, even if you now release for you see the defender is still between goalie and attacking player, so cannot be penalty.
Yeah. Okay. So, and the last one.
The last scene or the last scene from this game?
Last scene of the questioner.
Okay.
And maybe we will see a little bit more color here.
Yeah.
It was contra foul, like I can see. The whistled was contra foul on the center forward, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. A little bit more, two more action maybe in this situation.
Okay, the resolution is not so good, but anytime when the center forward make dangerous movement with the head, elbows, hands, the back, contra foul should be whistled. And the second thing in this situation, the contra foul was even before the ball arrived, if I can see now at the moment, but the referees correctly apply the instructions, wait for the ball and whistle down when the ball arrives, so the people and spectators could understand what is going on. I think it's a good call. Probably I would agree. I cannot see from the video if there was some holding back from the defender before, but if we allowed, like we spoke before, struggle for position, then this is a contra foul after that. No.
Yeah, it's very offensive.
So the measurement between contra foul and the exclusion always should be: did the player go on the ball or off the ball? So in this case, the ball was dropped in the water, but the attacking player still jumping back on the defender, then go for the ball. So that is how it's easier to decide or contra foul or exclusion foul, but contra for sure. I'm
So at least a
surprised
little bit.
on coaches' answer.
Yeah.
So we have to ask more coaches.
I think
maybe the next time, right?
You guys are doing fantastic job with this, and I would love that coaches would participate as well, and then probably some constructive debate should be developed between coaches, referees, you guys. It's excellent job.
Yeah. So this is exactly the plan. Yeah. So that we try to bring this really to a bigger audience. Yeah. So to make everybody in the water polo scene aware of the let's say difficult job, and also as I mentioned at the very beginning about the importance of the perspective to say, okay, I have to make a decision here. Yeah, as a coach, as a player, as a defender, as an offense player, a center player, whatever. Yeah, so this is exactly the plan we would like to do. Yeah, a little bit more in the future, and today we make the first round here to bring it more to an international level. Then, so
no, but honestly,
also,
in this last situation, I would love to hear explanation of the coaches why they would let it go, because in few other slices when we decide I don't know, penalty or exclusion, also many coaches didn't say nothing is not contra foul, but is contra foul. If we go a little bit higher, when the contra foul was no, that one.
I think it was
This one, probably the colorful. Yes, contra foul. So you can see a lot of coaches decided for contra foul. But now, on the other hand, when the attacker is scoring the goal from the contra foul, you can see that they would allow it. They wouldn't call it contra foul. So it would be very interesting, to debate. With all respect, I'm 100% that the coaches knows their job and water polo and the rules like we do. It's no discussion about that. That's why I would like to see the why, which is the perception. Is it if I am the coach of the attacking team or I am coach of defending team, or doesn't matter, or I am neutral? I would enjoy to discuss what is contra foul and what is not. Why here 35-33% decided for contra foul? Probably the audience of the coaches is the same, and on the last slide, almost 30% said no, it's not contra foul. It's completely diametrical view.
Yeah, it's in fact really interesting indeed. Yeah. So how a decision or an opinion can switch, from this situation to the other, because you have an advantage or maybe also a disadvantage based on this specific situation.
But I think,
but this
I
would
think in
also
the matches where a referee and the coaches are really close in some situations, and sometimes you also have the coaches or trying to argue during the matches, maybe exactly in scenes like this. Yeah, they think they have a point on screaming that was nothing, because after that maybe a score should be or would be scored, and yeah.
I'm not saying
The majority would say
right. I agree with you. I think the best for us, for referees, is when we have similar view of the actions of the fouls with the coaches. This is the big success then for all of us, for coaches, for players, and for referees.
Yeah.
So maybe you can show the scene 4 again. So Jürgen would like to see the number 4 again.
Of course, everything for you.
So maybe then we receive from Jürgen some additional information or opinion on that, maybe.
It's a situation with the offensive player here, impeding. Yeah.
It's difficult to see, like we said. We call it impeding foul, but okay, if we would zoom it a little bit, it would be easier to see.
Yeah, so maybe then this is something we would like to work on in the future. Also, maybe on the quality of the videos. Yeah,
that is right. But actually, we have to rely on material that is given to us somehow. And I was really glad that that 3 referees that were sent from us to Lorette has a camera with them and have made the material over there. So better than nothing.
Absolutely.
No, it's excellent. Not better than nothing. It's
yeah, but I think as Boris mentioned before, it would be also very interesting to have maybe also some coaches in the future attending these kind of meetings. Yeah, so that we can say, okay, maybe then we have a different perspective also. Yeah, saying, okay, dear coach, what do you think about this kind of situation and why you are voting this way? Yeah. Okay. So you mentioned that this was the last scene right now from the questionnaire this time.
We finished, right? 10 scenes.
10 scenes. Yeah.
10 scenes.
Yeah. So, but also for the people out there, so the questionnaire is still open. Yeah. So we will also post in the or under the video, which is available on the social media platforms afterwards. Also, the link to the questionnaire again. Yeah. So just for the case that somebody from you is not already attending the questionnaire. Yeah. So that we are receiving some more answers and feedback based on the scenes we see today or saw today.
Yeah.
Good. So Boris, I think it was really
Yes,
a pleasure again. It's absolutely fantastic that you are joining us today. So I really enjoyed your international opinion and feedback and view on the things. So because my intention was really to ask you if you are able to join the meeting to see, okay, so many people saying, okay, this would not be whistling somewhere in Europe, and this is not whistling in the Champions League, maybe in this case. Why we are whistling this in the Bundesliga, for example. Yeah. So, and really to get an international view on these kind of scenes. This was really my intention to ask you to join today. So thanks for taking the time for us.
It's a pleasure. You know that I enjoy speaking about water polo, about rules, about fouls, and I think important for all of us is, you know, when we comment some decision, we explain why we call it or why we didn't call it. When we explain the situation, then we can debate it. We can coaches can understand. You know, the ball was too far away. The player don't go the ball. Always your center forward. Okay. So I think is excellent. And congratulations to you for this job which you are doing. Hopefully, I invite you on VVR and we can do something similar in the future in the worldwide together with FINA and with this system. We have a lot of videos, big database when we can discuss it together. And Jürgen, thank you also for all the comments. I'm Maleta also. Yeah, it's continue with good job, and I'm always available. Sorry, always that I'm delaying for these technical problems.
So next time we do not switch the software before the meeting. Yeah. So next time
you tell me 6.
Yeah, so maybe we unofficially starting at 6:30 maybe. So we have half an hour to join the meeting, everybody.
Yeah.
No, it's not a problem. So thanks again, and so we are happy to join also some other international meetings. So when there's something available, so why not? So I think we are here to help and try to bring this a little bit more to the water polo community. Cool. Yeah. So in this case, I would like to thank also all the people out there. Yeah. So thanks for joining today. So I have to switch here the pictures a little bit at least. So it's somehow strange that I see only. Yeah. Okay. Good. So I thank you, Richard. Thank you, Boris.
Thank you very much.
Again, thank you for joining. And, hope to see you soon, both somewhere here in Hanover again.
Is somebody,
Yeah. Well, have a nice evening and talk to you soon.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Bye.